Hello, hello, hello. Happy almost Christmas. Happy Motivation Monday. I am so excited to be here. My name is Jane Bellante, and you could be hearing this on the podcast. You could be watching this live with me in the Limitless Creators Hub on Facebook every Monday morning at 10 o'clock Central Time, or you could be watching on YouTube. So, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Isn't that exciting? I'm so excited. I love Christmas. It's so fun. Hi, Lonnie. I sent you a message. So welcome. I'm excited. I'm excited for Christmas. It's funny now that I say that out loud, like there have been some years where it has felt like kind of a hassle, and I feel like this year that this is lifted. So, hey Pam, Merry Christmas. I'm so excited. You're doing your Christmas food prepping. I love that. I made some cookies that I'm not sure, I've never made them before, and I'm not sure if, I don't know. They were shortbread and they had like a raspberry jam in them, but the jam is like chewy. And I didn't do anything different than the recipe called for, so anyways, that's all I've made for food so far. But I actually just got a candle making kit because when the kids come over for Christmas, we're going to use all the fun IOD Christmas like kitschy transfers and stuff and make our own candles. So I'm really excited about that too. So yes. So I'm glad I'm getting your comments on screen so I don't have to have two devices open because that is very, very confusing and distracting. I know. I'm super excited about it because I knew I wanted to use those, but I know that I'm not making things to sell anymore. So this is a perfect solution for that. So I wanted to take a look back at the year 2024, and if you're in my mastermind, we really dove deep on this last week, and we did. We dove into a pretty deep hole about it, which was really, really good. It was an amazing meeting, wasn't it? For those of you who are in the mastermind and are here. But what I want to do is I want to take a look back at the year 2024 and like remember what happened for you this year. And so did you have a word of the year for 2024? And if you did, and you're here live, put it in the comments. What was your word of the year for 2024? Mine was rise. And it's crazy because it really intuitively came to me. And it felt exciting and it felt aligned. And I do feel like that is exactly what happened for me this year, where it's been like a quick climb. And it's nuts. It is totally nuts. Inspire, connect, empower. So Pam had 3. That's amazing. So it is nuts. Hold on, I'm having a little issue here. There we go. It's crazy. It's been like light year leaps. And again, I think for the people that are here that you have seen that as well. So, like lots and lots and lots of discoveries about me, about where I'm like actually working from, right? In my identity, in the core of my identity, where I'm actually working from, where I have been working from. So that growth was fast and furious. And I can feel it in my bones. that word rise. Like I can feel that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it isn't just my business that I'm talking about. It's literally like the personal core of my soul, the very core of my being. I can feel that. And it has been a commitment to this growth and actually doing the work. I feel connect was big for me. Yeah, I definitely think that for you, Pam, for sure. it's weird because like I feel like I can see myself like from above. So I can almost like be a conscious observer, if that makes sense, of myself. And I can catch myself so much faster now when I am repeating a self-sabotaging or self-limiting behavior. And it's like taking a look at myself from an entirely different lens. And the lens is compassion, understanding, and like forgiveness. And like this is the rise. This is what I've done to rise. And it's quick. It's quick. You start seeing it quick. Yes, Lani. Right? And I don't know if you and Pam are the only ones here right now, and that's awesome. I'm so glad you're here. But Pam, I know Pam sees that in herself too. I know it. And it's like, I have such an amazing compassion for myself right now. There is no beating myself up anymore, ever. Not ever. Never. And I can see my blocks so quickly now. It's amazing. Oh, nice. I'm so glad. Yeah, Pam, I have had huge leaps this year. And I can also see, I gotta move this out of the way. I just keep having avalanches up here with this book. I have my notes up here just to make sure I stay on track. Otherwise, I know I let myself go down rabbit holes all the time. So, thanks for bearing with me while I fix this. Okay. Yeah, definitely huge leaps this year. And I can also see really fast how like my brain is tricky. Our brains are tricky. They are tricky. They are tricky. So like I can see how my brain will produce thoughts that make me question things now, you know. And what I wrote here is it will produce thoughts to keep me from the magic. And this is the magic that occurs when you're fully aligned. And your brain says to you, no, no, nope, nope, we can't have that. We can't have that. I need to get that anxiety hit. I need to get that fear hit over and over and over. That's what I'm used to. That's what I'm addicted to. We can't have good stuff all the time. It can't ever be always good. Our brains are so tricky because the subconscious mind, you've heard this a million times, is there to keep us safe. So actually having what we want, our subconscious minds think, that isn't safe. That's not safe. We're used to lack. We're used to being in the lack hole, whatever that lack may look like for you, right? And when you begin to see the pattern, it literally is the definition of insanity if you keep yourself in that pattern and you think you're going to change. Because you're not. Allowing is unsafe. Letting ourselves be seen is unsafe. Like somebody seeing us for who we actually are, not safe. And like we have these dreams for ourselves. And like we think about like, oh man, that'd be so cool. But we can't allow it to happen because it isn't safe. We aren't good enough. We're ugly, we're fat, we're thin. One eye is smaller than the other eye. I have a big forehead. That's another one. Oh my God, look at my forehead. It's so big. We aren't worthy of some experience or another. So we force ourselves down further and further and further and further into the lack hole, comparing, overthinking, having to be perfect. God forbid somebody see I am not perfect. It's crazy. It's crazy what we do to ourselves. we keep ourselves in anxiety. We do it to ourselves. We produce the thought that keeps us there. And I know that I've said this a million times over and over, but do you get that? Do you get that you can change your thought at any time? You just have to be aware of it. And that when you are feeling the feeling is when you ask yourself, what thought did I just have to make me feel like this? Because that is how you can shift super quickly, because you aren't your thoughts. You're the thinker of your thoughts, and you can change your thoughts at any time. You know, have I explained this clearly enough? Because it is like, it's a relief. We don't have to sit in lack. We don't have to sit in I'm not good enough. We don't have to sit in all of the things that make us sad. We don't have to sit there. What's the lesson? Implement action and change. And a lesson is just a lesson. It's like you have to, really think about the fact that we are all the same. And we are here to learn who we are. And this thing that you're telling yourself over and over and over, if you can look at your life and see how that has shown up. So like if you're working from I'm not enough, guess what you're going to have in your life? Not enough of anything ever. Right? That's just an example, but and that is definitely where I was working from. Not enough. I'm not enough. This is not enough. Never enough. And I can look back now and go, wow. I created a pattern of lack for so long in my life with that mindset. It is. Pam is so right. Pam said it's really important to surround yourself with like-minded people. It is. It definitely is. Because you can start to see in everybody else how they are mired in lack. Like the society hamster wheel. Gotta fit in. I don't look like this. Now I'm too fat. I hate myself. I like all of the things that we do to keep us thinking we don't fit in. We're not good enough. Mine's not as good as hers. I can't show it. Like all the stuff that we do. It's a continual stomping down. And guess what? If we continually stomp down, we can continually raise ourselves up. And it's quick. And that is what that word rise was for me this year. It's a complete 180. And I've been on this path for quite a while now. But this year was light year leaps. So like everything is changing for me. I'm so super important. Hey Connie, I just said I'm so super important. Oh my God, that is so funny. I'm dying that came out of my mouth. I'm so important. No, here's what I meant to say. Everything is changing for me and my business. So I'm so excited is what I meant to say. And my podcast is changing. So I'm super excited about that. Do you guys want to know the name of the new name? Tell me if you want to know what the new name is for the podcast. The Limitless Creators Laboratory is changing. And by the way, if you have not gotten in yet, do it now if you want to save money. It has been life-changing for people. Life-changing. Pam is here. She can say Connie's here. Those two are both actively doing the transformational journaling, and they are having huge, massive shifts. So if you haven't gotten in there, it is the lowest level program that I offer, and you will see a change in yourself. So it's going up to $47 January 1st. So if you want to get in at $27 a month, get in now or pay for the whole year, whatever you want to do. You get a little discount. If you do that, get in. 2025 is the year that there's no more BS. We see our blocks and we push them out of the way. We step into power. This is the revolution that I was talking about last week. Let's do this together, right? No one wants to know? Okay, you said. You want to know? Okay. It's going to be called Your Limitless Life with Jane Bellante. So the podcast is changing as of January 1st. I actually am renaming my YouTube channel. Pretty much going to rename everything. I think I'm dropping the art from the end of my name, which is super scary because that's how I've been known for so many years. But I'm so much more than that. We all are. We all are. My focus has changed. I'm not focused on teaching people how to create art anymore. If you're in my Limitless Creators Laboratory, you can go into the library there, and there are hundreds of mixed media tutorials. If you want to learn something, you can go in there and just watch as many videos as you want. I'm not interested in that anymore. I am interested in the co-creation of your most amazing life. That's what I'm here for. I can see it in myself, which means I can see it in you, and I can help you shift and change faster. So I am going on an adventure for 2025. Who wants to come? Who wants to come? A little adventure. Let's go on an adventure together. And this is an adventure of us acquiring new vision about ourselves and new perspectives about not only ourselves, because that entails like what we're capable of too, but everybody else too. It's new perspectives for everyone because we are all the same. And we don't know that we are working from the lack hole until we know we're working from the lack hole. Does that make sense? It's the thing in the Bible. I don't know the Bible. I don't know the verses, but I know this. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. It's something that we have to say to ourselves too. Stop beating ourselves up. Because that's not what it's about. It's about learning the lessons and surpassing them and stepping into the reality of who we really are. Accepting the current vision of who you are right now. Because that's who we always are. It's just the repetitive thoughts in our brain telling us we're something else, right? So accepting the current vision of yourself, pouring more love into yourself, because that provides understanding over and over and time again. And it's that understanding that I'm moving forward with. And I want you to come with me too. I really do. Because I have seen growth with the people that I'm working with. Pam said, me? Oh, thanks, Connie. It's an excitement for what I bring because I know that I have the ability to co-create with you. It's like this divine connection. And it's amazing. And this might be your life. This might be your business. But if you have a business, I guarantee you it's both. Guarantee it. So if we can make a commitment to walk with courage and compassion together. Again, I have so many fun things coming up. I have a series of master classes coming up that are going to blow your mind. And these are going to be standalone. You can buy them all at once if you want to, and you're going to get a pretty hefty discount if you do. But it's one master class a month. And this is totally separate. It's not part of the lab. It's just totally separate. If you want to pick and choose, like, oh, that sounds good, I need that, or if you need them all, they're coming. I have a free series coming in here and on YouTube that are just like little activation, little snippets of things that you can do. So that's coming as well. These master classes are going to be a deep dive into the soul of your identity so that you can begin to see the change in yourself if you show up and do the work. And so the Limitless Creators Lab, that's going to be my lowest level offer. And that's $27 a month now if you join right now. The people who are in it and have been in it for a long time, they're only paying $17 a month for this ridiculous transformation that they are getting that is priceless. I swear it's priceless. I've seen the changes. I have seen the changes with my eyes. With my very eyes. I have seen it. So that's what 2025 is. It's growth. And that's going to be my word. And that just came to me right now. I didn't know what my word was going to be. Now I got to write it down. It's growth. 2025 is the year of growth. And that's personally and professionally. So who is on board with this? Who's coming with me? And if you're watching the replay, I don't want you to just put hashtag replay and not comment. If you're still watching the replay and you're at the end and you didn't watch it for 3 seconds and just say replay so I think you're watching, comment. Who is coming with me? And if you're listening to this on the podcast or watching it on YouTube, put it in the comments. Stop hiding. Because I just talked about how being seen is so scary. Are you going on this adventure with me? Because being seen is you just showing up as you. It's okay to have goals. It's okay to follow people that have done it before you, so now they're here to guide you. It's okay to put your name out there. It is okay. It's all right. We worry about what others think about us so much because we have been conditioned to. We've been conditioned to feel like that. And what I am saying for 2025 is, let's put that behind us. Let's stop being conditioned. Let's stop feeling like we have to fit in to some sort of construct. Let's stop. Are you in with me? And Pam says me. So that's exciting. I know Pam's in. She's doing some big things. So I will not be here next week because I am actually taking time off. So I'm actually taking time off. I've said, I'm going to take off Christmas and the holidays for so many years, and I'm actually doing it now. That's another light year leap. Say that 10 times fast. For me. It's a quantum leap for me. That's easier to say. So I'll not be here next week. So I want to, first of all, I want you to keep your eyes on this group because I am going to be starting a really cool free series in here, and I'll be doing it probably the first week of January just to get you rolling, okay? So keep an eye on this. If you're not on my email list, let me know because you're going to be the first people to hear about everything. And then I want you to have the best holidays that you could possibly have. You rest, you relax, you spend time with the people you want to spend time with. You soften your attention to your family member that drives you nuts and focus on what you do love. Have a super safe New Year's Eve and Happy New Year. And I am going to see you in January, and we are going to have the best year ever together. So thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.